Well, the good weather was short-lived. Looks like a drop of rain's coming in again, but in the meantime I'm hoping to get the bucket potatoes outside. Inside the allotment greenhouse, and looking now, you can see that there's quite a bit of growth on these potatoes. I can't believe how fast they come up. So the plan for these is to go outside and put them in the bed where I normally grow the broad beans. This is the bed they'll be going in. I'll just take them 2 frames off and give it a little tidy up and level it out as well. That's most of the perennial weeds got out now. There's a few little annuals, but we can just chop them off as we poke our heads up. Right now to get the potato pots in. As you can see from here, the haulms is coming up and really pale and leggy, but that's obviously because they've been poking up underneath a wooden board. They'll be outside for a few days and I'm sure they'll pick up. Once I'd got the buckets in place, I took a step back and then realised there's going to be a horrendous problem with the weeds underneath, so I managed to find an old bit of tarp which I've laid down and replaced the buckets on the top, so hopefully that'll keep the majority of them at bay. Before I finally put them to bed, I'm just going to give them the final top up now. As long as they take care, the spruts should be alright. Well, they're haulms now as they are. And I'll take care not to snap them off. That's all the buckets topped up now, and I've given them a gentle watering with a fine rose. And the last job to do is to put a bit of fleece over, just in case we have that frost. All done, and another one ticked off the list. It's definitely the warmest day of the year so far. I ain't complaining. We managed to reach 45 degrees in the greenhouse at the peak lunchtime just after. Now it's coming up to 5 to 2, so I'm going to take this opportunity and try and get the strawberry bed done. As you saw 3-4 days ago, we covered this with well-rotted horse manure, and to top it off, before I put the weed membrane on, I'm going to give it a light dusting of rock dust. Well, that's it all watered in now, and I've just given it a little tamp down just to take the high spots off and get it roughly level. Next comes the weed membrane. This stuff I use here is called Fabrics, and it was the stuff I had on the strawberry bed previously. That'd been down 4 years, and I probably could have used it again, but it got like all brambles and that entangled in it, so I thought I'd put some new stuff down. Luckily I found a piece of this I'd got left in the garage. That's it all in place now. I've got quite a big pallet. What I'm going to do is just place it on the top just to flatten the whole lot. And it'll give it a nice level surface to plant into. That's that done now. All that's left is to mark out for the 30 or 31 plants that I've got in the greenhouse. While we're out on the plot, let's just have a look at the purple sprouting has finally made an appearance. Been waiting that for a long time, but fortunately I've planted them in these buckets, 30 litre pots, so it doesn't take up any ground. I can easily move them around anywhere I need to. So I'll be sampling some of that this weekend. I roughly marked out where the plants are got to go, but I don't know whether the batteries are going in the calculator or what, but I made a right pig's ear out of it. Got to move one of the lines inwards, the 2 centre ones, and that should be alright then. At last we're ready for planting. The strawberries are in these 3-inch pots, and I'll be popping the holes in with a bulb planter, and also adding a bit of bloodfish and bone in to the mix as well. Cutting the membrane, I'm just going to cut across and fold the membrane under. Some people find successful burning it and it seals the edges, but I can't have time to do that really, and I'll just do it this way. Anyway, let's crack on. So that's them all watered in now, and the thing to do is to put the netting across to get the birds out. Well, the last few days we've had some really welcome sunshine, and I completely forgot about these potatoes you saw in the last 2 or 3 episodes ago, the Sarpos. They've been in here under glass and they've really dried out well now, so I'm going to spend the next half hour or so taking the covers off. Got a stiff brush, brush the dirt off and put them in the bag for storage. I've got them all in the bag now, so it's a 25 kilogram bag and it's jam packed more or less to the top. Very happy with them, so they'll be going into the house now, or into the garage for storage, and we'll be eating them more or less straight away. I can almost guarantee every time I come to use a wheelbarrow there's a problem with it. The tire's a bit flat, well deflated, not completely, but the valve has pulled itself out of the hole there, and there's still a bit of air in the tube and it makes it difficult to get the tyre off, so I'll probably end up puncturing it, but I'll have a go anyway. Looking at the edge of that bed there, as you can see, the scaffold planks, they don't last forever. These are about 5 years old now, and it's well past its date and rotted. Luckily I got a couple of boards lying round, I've just ripped that one down and we're going to put that in place. Then hopefully we can get the beds started ready for planting our potatoes. Saying that, it's just started to rain. That's the repair done to the bed there, and I've just done one up at the further end of the allotment as well, so that's 2 beds have been repaired today. Now this bed is the one we hopefully get the potatoes in tomorrow, weather permitting. We'll get at least the shallots in. Just while we're in the greenhouse, I'll give you a little update. We got the sweet corn there, that's coming up nicely, quite good germination. And there's the sunflowers, there's a couple of 3 missing there, but that's plenty enough for what I want. Moving down to the carrot tank, I'm not sure how good this is because of the shadows, but again, most of the stations, all but 1, maybe 2, have got some form of growth in there, so hopefully we'll get a full set on there. Well, that about brings this one to a close now. We've had a good day in between the showers, managed to get the beds done as you've seen, repaired. Now the real work starts in preparing the beds for planting, so hopefully tomorrow the first bed down the end, number 4, I'll be able to get the soil done on there and the potatoes put in, definitely the shallots. So until the next one, I'll see you later. Bye for now.